Hey, it's Dominic from the Dominic Natty Show, and I want to tell all of you to subscribe to Off Tap Life. Off Tap Life has the best reactions on all of YouTube. It's right here, so if you're not subscribed, what is wrong with you?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Always a pleasure to be kicking out notch all you beautiful souls around the globe. We're back with another reaction request, and this one is Gloria Loring, Don't Let Me Change the Way You Are. It's from 1986. It's a reaction request from Jazzy J. Is there a shout out on this one? Doesn't look like it. So we're just going to go ahead and dive in without further ado. For me, for Jazzy J, and all of you. Let's get off tap.
I can be cold. You've been believing just what you're told. I seem to blame all my fears on you. You do the best you can do. Don't let me change the way you are, 'cause you're already right with me. Don't let me change the way you are, 'cause I have a tendency to try to make you more like what I ought to be. So darling, I should tell you
song started off and left me really confused. I was just baffled. I'm like, what's going on here? Is this a karaoke song? Like, I thought it was a karaoke song. I was like, wait, I'm gonna have to go and get another version of this because this is a karaoke song. And it turned out it wasn't a karaoke song. It just had a very long musical intro and the lyrics bouncing around and a bunch of, basically someone made a freaking whole presentation. And that's fine, that's great, thank you. You know, it's probably one of those songs that didn't have a video, someone's a fan and they're like, yo, I'm gonna make something. The song itself, again, we go back to that very profound 80s sound. And this has that little 80s sound and that little bit of touch of, little bit of a kind of gospel-esque type of feel in there a little bit. But definitely that 80s song, style song. Unfortunately, this sounds like this actually might have actually came off of an old record or something on a record player with a bad needle. I don't know, because the quality isn't the greatest, but you know, it is at least something we can listen to and enjoy. Her vocally, again, great vocal, you know, tonality, just a nice chilled delivery. She's not one to, you know, obviously, at least in these two songs that I've heard so far, you know, she's not someone who seems to, you know, display crazy acrobatics in her singing, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, she's got that nice chill delivery. Also, you know, this song itself, you know, it's one of those songs where I listen to and certain things and certain songs jump out at me. You know, sometimes it's merely just the production values in the song, the way that it was composed, the way that it was mixed down, you know, just the audio quality, the lyric quality, the actual production quality, instruments that are used, how does it sound, you know, the A to Z's, the effects. You know, there's so many different components that involve a song that certain things sometimes as a producer and artist myself jump out at me. With that being said, in this particular song, the thing that jumps out me the most out of anything else is the hook. Don't let me change the way you are. Don't let me change the way you are. I love that for a title of a song, because it's one of those songs where you see the title and you're gonna go, ooh, okay, that could be a talking point for me in my life. That could be a little bit of a lesson there, maybe something that could be relevant, something that possibly resonates with my soul. Let me go ahead and investigate this a little bit. You know, and it's a reality, right? We all in life, I think we all have one desire. I think we all want to just be loved for who we are, or be appreciated for who we are, to be able to just go out into this wide world and be true to who we are, be our authentic self, walk out there and just be us, you know, be who we are. And other people accept that and love that and not attempt to change us to be someone else or something that we're not, you know. Unfortunately, especially in relationships, which I'm, you know, assuming, you know, abundantly you can have this sort of experience in relationships in particular, where one person, individual, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but in some sort of a relationship where one person wants and has an idea how that person should be in their mind, and if that person navigates away from said image or thought process on how that person should be, how they should live their life, how they should exist on the day-to-day, then they are not going to be down with them, and they're going to be freaking just like disappointed. And it's quite an interesting topic, man, because I, for one, can testify to having been in, you know, various relationships in my life. Again, not always romantically speaking, but, you know, there's this expectation that people sometimes want. And if you know, don't present yourself in said expectational way, that they feel is going to make them happy, you may find yourself at the other end of happiness yourself, because you definitely ain't going to feel happy if you aren't allowed to express what is happy to you in your very own happy way. At the end of the day, boys and girls around the world, ultimately, you have to live your life. You have to be able to be true to you. You have to do what resonates with your soul, because every single person on this planet, you get one shot, you get one opportunity. This is your life. You get one chance to go out there and save the last dance. You get one shot to go out there and to do it your way. You get one shot to go out there in this big crazy world. You get one shot to just freaking do your thing in this life, in this existence. We're not talking about future lives, past lives, freaking imaginary lives, afterlives, whatever it is. We're talking about this life right now, this moment. And it's yours to live your way. Doesn't matter how your parents lived it. A lot of us have that situation where parents, again, have an idea of how you should live your life, who you should be, how you should be. I was this in my life, so you should be that in your life. You know, that kind of thing where, you know, it's expected, especially if you got like a family business or, you know, all these different things. There's a lot of different scenarios that play out and come to mind. But my point is, ultimately, they had the opportunity to live their life their way and do what made them happy. Why can't you? Everyone on this planet has that opportunity to live their life. You get one shot at it, so make the most out of it and do what feels right in your soul, in your heart. That's what you got to do. Be your authentic self. If it feels authentic to you, if it feels right to you and true to you, then follow your heart. And don't let people get in your head, man, because some people will get in your head and have you thinking some kind of way about yourself that you know isn't how you actually really feel, but you're blinded by love. It happens quite often. You get in a relationship and someone tells you, you're not being your authentic self. You're not being true to you. You're not really you. That's not who you should be. That's not right. Why are you doing that? Why are you walking that way? Why are you talking that way? Why are you freaking building sandcastles? Whatever the case is, I don't know. Everyone has a story. Everyone's situation. My point is, don't let people brainwash you to believe something about yourself that in your heart of hearts, you should know already who you are. If it feels right to you in your heart, don't let someone go, that's not how we raised, that's not who you are. I've known you for 20 years. Yes, that's not you. Maybe that wasn't you 20 years ago, but it is possible people change. You know, it's kind of crazy, man, especially when people change for the better, when the improvements that they've made because they've been putting in the work to fix certain things in their life, to you know, basically get rid of all those negative barriers and blocks and triggers and all the stuff that they've had in their life, and they've been putting in the work to grow and elevate themselves. You know, maybe 20 years ago they were slinging 50 ounce, you know, dimes and whatever, all these other things, you know. They might have been doing stuff like that, and they rose above that. Now they don't feel like that's something they need to do in their life. It doesn't resonate. Maybe that's just not where they're at anymore. They're now at a different vibration in their life, so they're like, yeah, that doesn't interest me. But they go and then catch up with an old friend who's still like feeling that's their thing. And hey, everyone's on their own journey, so there's no right or wrong answer. If that's where you're at and that's what you feel is your thing, and that's what it is, you know, everyone's on their own journey in life. But they want you to then come and be that person from 20 years ago that they remember you being, because that is the person that they freaking, you know, was homies with, or you know, that they loved, or, you know, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, ultimately, this is your journey, this is your life, and you've got to make the most out of it and live each day to the fullest and keep it off tap. And I don't just say that for the fun of it, it's just a reality. You need to do that for yourself and do what feels right to you And don't let anyone change you from who you know is true to who you are, because otherwise you'll also have resentment. And I'm not saying this in a sense of that there's not room to take criticisms in life to improve yourself, to better yourself, or anything like this. This is not a personal development conversation. This is a conversation simply saying to live your life. And, you know, it's your journey. And you got to find your way on your own. And no one else can find that way for you. You know, sometimes you got to go through the ugly stuff to find your salvation, to find you, to define you. See what I did there? Yeah, you like that, didn't you? I'm going to end on that because I like that. I love you as always. Thank you for the reaction request. Offtap.life if you got your own jam you want to jam. And yeah, keep it off tap. Peace.
We gotta get out of here! I'll catch you guys later for another vlog!